And remember, you don't need to have manager in your job title to be a leader. So if you would like to be purposeful and show leadership in your next design role, then show up with a plan, follow through, get feedback, and adjust if necessary. Hi, my name is Nikki and welcome to my channel. This video is for designers who are just about to start a new job. Onboarding to a new company, to a new product can be very challenging, and sometimes companies don't have a well-established onboarding process. Whenever I start a new design role, I always feel like I am drinking from a fire hose of information. I find a new job exciting, but also tiring and a tad bit scary. I'm only human and I am afraid of change, like most of us. I'm afraid of change because I don't know the outcome. My brain seeks peace, and for my brain, the unknown that comes with a new job is the opposite of peace. But what if there was a way to make a new job only exciting and not anxiety inducing? Well, there is a way. In my opinion, nothing beats planning. So getting into a new job with a plan and goals that you want to achieve can greatly help structure your learnings and the new information. So when I googled 30, 90 and 100-day plans, I found many templates on the internet, but I didn't find any that was made for user experience and product designers. So I came up with a template that I now want to share with you and give it away for free. Head over to the description box because there is a link to the template. Feel free to customize it to your needs, to the company, the product, goals, team structure, and the domain that you're going to learn. So let's take a look. Okay, so once you click the link, then you come here and then you click File, click Make a Copy, and then just going to select the folder where you would like to save it and then click Make a Copy. And once you've done that, you will be able to edit this document. In this document, you will find a 3 pages long checklist. The structure of this document is I have these sections, day 1 to 30, and then another section, day 31 to 60, and day 61 to 90. So that's your first 3 months. You can write your focus and goals to each section, but I just gave you a little bit of a guideline here because I think during the first 30 days, your focus should be learning, observing, and thinking about what you've just seen. And you gotta ask a lot of questions and listen to people. You don't need to offer any solutions to anything just yet. Just listen and take a lot of notes. And you gotta read relevant materials. You gotta ask your manager and your buddy for recommendations of articles, research, design, and internal documents you should study. And you gotta make connections. So I would recommend to meet one-on-one with all of your teammates that you're going to work with. On day 1, you gotta attend your new starter training, prepare your questions ahead of time, and you wanna meet your manager on one-on-one and your buddy. Hopefully the company assigns a buddy to you, and then you're going to meet your team and set up your computers and all of your design tools, whatever that might be, Figma, maybe Photoshop, Illustrator. Set up your phone to access your work applications. That's important if you're working remotely because you might want to take a walk during lunch break and maybe somebody scheduled a meeting, so you just want to have access to all of your work apps from your phone. And you gotta introduce yourself on companies' communication channels. If you're not working remotely, then you probably would like to get your employee card done and ask for an office tour from the office manager where you find a washroom and just all of these etiquettes that comes with working from an office. I always make sure that I check my details and personal information in the HR and payroll system, especially if you have an unusual spelling of your name. So check that. And then you need to come up with some kind of note-taking system to set up your browser bookmarks and your folder structures as well, because everybody will send you documents. You want to file them away and come back to later. And then once you learned who's who in the zoo, then you gotta review your 90-day plan and customize it. And during your first day, don't forget to have lunch and stay hydrated. I added this note here, so you can just add another item here And that's that. Once you're actually done with an item, then you just click this and that's it. I lumped day 2 to 30 together because it really depends on how long your mandatory trainings are, what kind of company you're working for. If you're joining a smaller startup, then you're probably not going to have 20, 30 hours long online trainings. However, if you're joining a larger organization, then you'll probably spend most of your first week completing the online trainings. That's why I call first week week 0, because nothing really gets done if you're joining a larger organization. I am not going to walk you through the rest of this document because hopefully everything makes sense. So I am just going to scroll through here. A couple of things that I wanted to mention, quick links. So you just want to save all of the important links that you're going to work with. I would highly recommend to have a quick link to the IT help desk, how to report an issue, what if you don't have access to a software. Payroll access is important, so then you can check when you get paid. And all of these important things that you definitely need to study during your first couple of weeks is the product roadmap, the Figma files, what the team did in the past. And if you have a design system that you need to work with, all of the Miro boards and FigJam files and research and design documents that people already done. To make things even more visual, you can set up a table here with your tasks and goals. For example, mandatory employee training modules. You can mark if something is completed or in progress. You can choose from these, but you can easily customize it by adding or removing options. And then you can add your notes to the row as well. It can contain links or whatever you want to include here. For example, when you're trying to get a demo account to certain products or projects and you are blocked because the contact person is on leave until next week, then you can just make a note of that and come back to it once the person is back. You can use the 90-day plan as a guide and to collect resources and quick links, to identify responsibilities, to set expectations and goals in your new job, to document milestones that can support conversations with your manager on professional and career development, and just to show proactivity. So if you don't want to leave your onboarding to chance, then get the checklist. And I wish you best of luck in your new job.